Alrighty, hey. I don't know if this is too dark or not. Let's do another one. Let's try another one. I know, these things are touchy. There we go. Okay, hi. Hey, I got some really good letters for you today. High five. Good things are coming our way, aren't they? You know, I am so happy today. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So let's go. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And what else? Oh, hello. Watch it all the way through. I'm going to answer your questions. They're good ones, okay? Let's go. Let me tell you why I'm so excited today. I'm so excited, yes. Well, yesterday I went and I had a hotel stay. I really did. I just needed, it had been a month and a half since I've been in a hotel. And I just needed a bath. I needed to refresh myself. And I'll tell you, I washed, because there's a sink, I washed up so much, got all my makeup brushes washed. I'm leaving these are very thick. So I want to put these out to dry. I washed my pee bottle. I washed my garbage. I even washed my fan blades. Now, I do have my fan on. I got it on medium high. I hope you don't mind. I'm sure it's going to be, oh, it feels good. Look at that. Yeah, I did wash it. There was getting some dust on there. Yeah, I washed things up. It was needed. It was needed. I had to have a hotel stay. I got a really good deal. I use Expedia. So I got a good deal. Okay. This is from Lily too. She says, I will ask a question. All right. Hey, if you guys want to ask me a question, put it in comments and I will do a shout out for you and I will answer it. How is it when you are getting older? What is the best about it and the worst? I am from Sweden, so that's why my English not perfect. It's fine. Keep making videos about different topics. They are great. Love from Sweden. Thank you, Lily. Yeah, I like to switch it up. I can't just talk about nomad life. I really can't. Now, I am Minivan Lee, and I live in my minivan, and I have for 7 years. This is my home. Right now, I made this into my studio. This is my studio, but when I get done filming, this is going to be my living room. And then tonight, this is going to be my bedroom. I know, I sleep across here. And then in the morning, it's going to be my little barista. Well, not really. I make tea now. And I really want to say, here's just a side note. I am so happy I'm not drinking coffee. I can't believe it. I loved coffee. Oh my gosh. But it turned against me. It just did. You know, sometimes relationships turn against you. Have you ever noticed that? My relationship with coffee, I think we've divorced. Yeah. So sad. I know. No more coffee, right? No more coffee. But I might every once in a while. I think what I'll do is I'll have my coffee on the outside. If I go to a restaurant, I might have a little cup of coffee. Okay? But here, this is tea. Now this tea, I'll show you what kind of tea that I do drink now. And then we'll get down to your question, Lily. It's called Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy. It's yogi tea. There you go. So you can see. It does have a tangerine kind of tang to it. I like it. And does have a little caffeine in it, which I like. But I can't stand the coffee anymore. It turned against me. So, okay, what is it about getting older? And you're in Sweden, so I'm in America. So what is the worst about getting older in America? Let me go with the worst and then we'll go on with the best. In America, The worst of getting older is, well, we're not overly respected. It's sort of like older people are sort of not really, we're sort of hidden away now, especially in movies. Now, the really famous actresses, the older women, yeah, like, I'm trying to think of some, like Jessica Tandy. She was an actress all the way through. She's still alive, I believe. And she went into playing the older woman parts. But a lot of women don't, a lot of actresses don't make that. And what happens is we sort of get hidden away. We're not really in the mainstream, so a lot of younger people really aren't noticing. This is my take on it. In comments, you can put your take on it. So I don't think, especially older women, we're not really celebrated very much in America. Okay, so, and then another bad thing about it is just being older is they don't really, a lot of us are on Social Security, so they don't really raise our Social Security except in dribbles, little dribbles. And, but minimum wage keeps going up, which keeps increasing the prices of everything. So yeah, it makes it really hard, which is why a lot of us older women, we're living in our vehicles. I mean, even if we got, let's say, I think average is what, about $1,200 or $1,800 is average for Social Security. I only make $1,000 a month. That's all I make in Social Security. And some women are lower than that. But even if you were high and you made $2,000, and then maybe you were military, you were a guy, you were military, and you got a military pension, and even still, that's really hard because the average of rent is like, they say the average of the entire country is $2,500. So it's making it really hard for all of us. And there's a lot of males who they're getting okay money. They might have military pensions, something like that. And they plan for the future a little bit more because they weren't, at this, my age group, a lot of them weren't responsible for the child rearing. So they really were increasing their pensions and all of that. So the women were kind of like taking care of babies at my age, yeah, when we were growing up. So there's a lot of women who are in their vehicles, but I will mention that I don't mind being in my vehicle. I really don't. If it sounds like I'm complaining, I'm really not. I love this. I love my life. I really do. There are times like being in the hotel yesterday or last night and this morning is the sink. I was just enjoying having that sink in that bathtub. The toilet, I can take or leave the toilet. I love my potty system. I love it. But talking about the sink, being able to wash my hands and wash my hair and just wash everything out easier with a sink. Yeah. I know I was talking about cheese the other day, and one of you kind of were sarcastic, and that's okay. You were being funny, I'm sure. But you did mention, and I was mentioning about shredded cheese, and I said, and then at the end you said, well, you shouldn't really be eating that. And then I said, and I know it's just so hard to actually get a grater and grate. It takes so much time to grate your cheese. And I know she's being sarcastic on it, but it does make a difference. I keep my dishes low. I really do. And I have been a cook for years. I had a full functioning kitchen, and I know what it's like to grate cheese. Even with my tray, cheese can go flying, and I really don't want that in my van. This is my living room, so I don't do a lot of cooking. So I do appreciate grated cheese. I don't know what they're putting in it, but I do appreciate the grated cheese. And it's not that I'm being lazy. I think if anybody knows me, they know I am not a lazy person. I work out hard. I'm a hard-working girl. I'm always cleaning and things like that. But yeah, just grating cheese. When it comes to food prep, I'm very careful. I really am. I don't want food flying through my my van. And another reason too is I'm very careful about the food in here because I keep my windows open. If there was food laying around everywhere and I was careless with my cooking, the flies are going to want to come in. Oh yeah, the flies will want to come in, and I will tell you, there's a park in Tucson where I park, and I almost can't park there anymore. Not when it's hot. They leave my windows open because they've got bad bees, and the bees will just try to come in. They'll smell something. They got their scent, and they think there's pollen in here. Maybe it's the flower. Maybe it's the flower. But yeah, well, and then, so the worst is the money getting older. Our government only gives us dribbles of increases in Social Security, but yet they keep increasing minimum wage everywhere, and prices are going sky high. So we really have to budget our money out. Now, what is the best about it? For me, the best of getting older, in America, because there's still, for now, freedoms. Yeah, there's BLM land here and things. So for a lot of us, we can go boondocking. And, but just even if you live in a house, for me, I'll just speak for myself. Reaching 70 was like, wow. I don't know why it happened or how it happened, but I just feel like life is just so fun. It's fun. I love it. There's like this wisdom that has just come over me, and I get it. It's like things have become so like there was a cloud over my eyes, and it's just been lifted. Also, too, I was in a relationship over the past 3 years. And so I think some of that has to do with that too. I sort of feel liberated and free and very, very joyful. I'm just very, very joyful. And I'm having a good time. I really am. But a lot of it has to do with being older too. It's just this age thing. I'm loving my 70s. So far, I am loving my 70s. Yeah. So to me, that's the best part. The money, not so great, right? And then I do notice, and a lot of you agreed, is that when you get older in our society here in the United States, is that you kind of get glossed over. When you're walking down the road, you can get glossed over. I not so much anymore. I got the blonde hair, and I know people kind of look that way, and I got the blonde hair, and I dress young, so I don't get looked over. But so many of my friends, and even people that are older than me, they say, oh yeah, people don't even look at you anymore. They just like, you walk past and they're just like looking at something else. You just sense that you're being ignored, even visually. So what else do I like about being older? Well, one thing is the world gets really weird. I know that I'm kind of close. I'm closer to leaving the earth more than I am being here. I mean, I'm 70. What if I live to be 95, 25 years? That's in the scheme of things, that's not that long, right? So I'm closer to, saying bye, which is fine. I've lived a really nice life, but thank you for asking me, Lily. I really appreciate it. It's from DJ 5253. And she asked, do you wash off the castor oil before you apply the coconut oil? She's talking about, I think yesterday's video or a couple videos ago. Okay, because I'm really an advocate of castor oil now. And it's really just done wonders for my face. And yesterday I mentioned it was one of those things that I wish I would have known when I was younger, to really be using this the whole way through. But do I wash off the castor oil before? Absolutely not. No, because I want to mix them together. Put the castor oil, little drops, and then I put in some coconut oil. No, I use it. Castor oil is so thick. It is very, very, very thick. And so they say to mix it with an oil. I mean, look at this. It's really thick. This is not This is not thin oil, but it is very absorbent into your body. It can absorb in better than any other oil whatsoever. Now, one of you mentioned to use jojoba oil, Jobo, or yeah, jojoba. Anyways, yeah, that's true, but you know, I have to stop somewhere. I can't do everything perfect. I really can't. I know one of you, I mentioned about what I ate, and one of you said, oh, well, you need to get rid of the cheese. And that's like, no, I don't want to get rid of my cheese. I like cheese. I can't do everything perfect. I've cut out so much that I'm not aiming for perfection. I'm really not. I like what I like. And so I do like the coconut oil, and I do enjoy the castor oil. Oh my gosh. But I also have some, here it is. This is organic rosehip oil, and sometimes I mix my castor oil with this. Yeah. Okay, so there's my answer for that. Here's a really cool comment from J Maxwell. 8764, you know who you are. Hi, Minivan Lee. I bought a Stow and Go Town and Country minivan this morning. This was a couple days ago. I am going to pimp it out to take to the park with my 2 chihuahuas. I found a great deal and thought Lee's going to be so proud. I am. I'm so proud of you, J Maxwell. I'm very proud of you. Good job. Keep me posted on how everything goes, okay? Okay? Yeah. It's from Cyclone's Odd Channel. Yes, I answered one of your other questions. Hello. Would you happen to know what size solar system I would actually have to get to run a sleep apnea machine? Thank you again for your help. My real name is Mike. Hi, Mike. Okay, I don't know, but I know that a lot of you know. So can you help Cyclone's Odd Channel? Can you help? One thing I do know is you need to know what kind of wattage it's going to take. I think I have heard that people have like a 500 Jackery, and that works fine. But you're going to have to keep charging it up every day. So, and you can charge up a 500 Jackery with a 100 watt solar panel. Now, if you're still in the city, and you're a city dweller like me, living in your minivan, okay? Because I remember you just got started, you're on a budget, and you needed to know about the lighting. Yeah. Did you get some of these? I love them. So, you don't want to go too expensive because you're on a budget, as I remember. And if you live in the city, you don't have to go boondocking all the time, but you could. If you're back east, oh my gosh, I don't know where you're at, but if you're back east, there's not much BLM land, but they do have a lot of wonderful parks. And you can go out and you can even sit in your car and put the solar panel out, maybe on your dash. Out, put it on the outside and then have the cord coming in. Yeah. And you can, not on your dash, but on the outside of your windshield. Yeah. And facing the sun. And so, yeah, so you can use a solar panel, or you can put it out, just prop it up, make sure that it's at an angle, and prop it up against maybe one of your wheels or something and have it go on the sun. It's kind of sprinkling, yeah, but you could do that. So I'm going to guess, I think you could probably use a 500, but you're going to have to look at the wattage. I will tell you something else. I have a friend who she bought I forget what she bought. It's a curling iron or something like that. And it said that it took like 450 watts. And she had a Jackery 500, I'm guessing. If it's that close, she said it wouldn't even work. It kept shutting off. If you're really close, if it says that your apnea machine, and I doubt if they use that much, but if they use like 425, but your Jackery's 500, nah, you better get 1,000 watt Jackery then, because if it's so close in number, it's iffy. It's iffy, and it won't be able to handle the wattage. Okay. I did want to tell you about the weather though. Oh my gosh, it is so, it's cloudy, yes, and it's sprinkling right now. I love it. Yeah, we got sprinkles going on. Yeah, so wonderful. I love this weather. I guess monsoon, not a great monsoon, but the monsoon is sort of here. So yeah. Okay. I've got so many more questions to answer for you all, because good things are coming our way, aren't they? I love you guys. There. High five again. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Please ask me questions. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll answer it. I've got a lot more. I'm a little behind, so. Bye.